Carrie again. I'm going to show you how to clean your sewing machine. Sorry, my camera is kind of at a lower angle, and I'll try and talk through this so you can understand how you're supposed to clean your sewing machine. Mine is a Brother in Novus 4000D. It's an embroidery machine, and probably might be fancier than your machine. You might have a more basic machine than mine, but either way, it doesn't matter. Most machines, you pretty well clean them the same. The first thing to do is, if your machine is turned on, turn off your sewing machine. So let's turn off our machine. And I have an open arm, so I'm going to take my open arm off so I can get at my bobbin a little easier. So if you have a plate that's on top of your bobbin case, you pull that off. And depending on how messy it is underneath your machine, I'm not going to take my plate off because mine isn't too terribly messy, but if yours is, then you need to take your screwdriver or whatever you need to do. Some plates will pop off, some you have to unscrew. Mine has screws, so I have to unscrew mine, but I'm not going to do that. So take your bobbin out, if you've got a top bobbin like mine, and then pull your bobbin case out. If yours is sideways, pull that out. You just undo your levers and then pull your casing out. Get out your manual, and then you can read through and see how to take everything off on the inside of your machine so that you can get at your bobbin case. Take your little brush, and any kind of a brush, you can get them at pretty much any sewing machine shop. There's no special brush that you have to have. But by no possible means do you blow inside of your sewing machine. You may have been taught to do that, your mother may have done it, your sister may have done it, and maybe your next door neighbor said, blow into your machine. Do not blow into your machine, because what you are doing is you are taking that dust that's there and you are forcing it inside of your machine further, and you're going to have bigger nests in the back of your machine and have to bring it to a shop and have them clean it out completely. So this will keep you from having to get your machine repaired or keeping it in a lot better condition if you do not blow into your machine. Do not use canned air to blow into your machine. If you have a serger and you have your serger opened up and you can open up so that you can blow sideways, you can blow into your machine. If you have an in and out, if you're blowing back into your machine at any means, don't blow. You're gonna push that dust in. So now take your brush, wipe around your case, and mine has lots. I've been doing some sewing. Take it around and kind of keep spinning it around a couple times, getting around your bobbin case, getting all your dust out. Take your hand wheel and gently move up and over towards you. So you're always turning your wheel counterclockwise, because that's how your mechanism works. If you go back the other way, then you're forcing your carriage and your machine to go the other direction, and you don't want to do that. You always want to go counterclockwise on your hand wheel. And if you have your machine threaded like I do, pull the thread out from the needle. So move your carriage, move your hand wheel just a half a turn, and what that does is that'll turn your bobbin case, the carriage of what holds your bobbin case, and then keep cleaning around. And if you have, like mine, I have some open areas that are around my machine, just kind of gently dust, do a couple, jabs in there. Mine is a nylon brush, and it tends to pull the dust out. It just kind of magnetizes electricity or whatever it is, because I'm moving it around. It just kind of like a static, how you walking across your carpet, and you're touching somebody in the house and you give them a shock. It's kind of the same kind of thing. So things are sticking to your nylon brush. And I'm just gently going out, do a couple jabs here and there, and every time you do, pull the lint off of your brush. Just do a little bit here and there and keep doing that, because you want to make sure that you're pulling your dust out from your machine. And then if you need to go where your feed dog is, kind of go under there. Just try and get as much as you can out. They do, oh wow, there's a big piece there. There is little attachments that you can put on your vacuum that you can put on that will give you little attachments to actually vacuum out your sewing machine, and you can do that too. And mine's got an extra piece here. I'm gonna kind of pull that just a little bit and get it around here. And that's pretty much all you need to do. Just try and get as much dust out as you can. And if you have a flashlight, you can get a flashlight and kind of look in there, and again move your hand wheel just a half a turn, and that kind of gives you more spots, you know, to work with, because my casing here has a little bit of an open slot, so when I'm turning it I can get in different parts of underneath my machine as I keep turning my hand wheel. So take your time working through it. And I don't know whether or not, if your machine is a machine that you have to oil or not, you have to look at your manual. My brother's sewing machine does not require oil. A lot of the newer machines and the electronic ones that are computerized do not usually require, most of them don't require oil anymore, because the parts that are inside your machine are self-lubricating. How they make that, I don't know, but I just know that they do. And it works great. All right, my machine looks pretty good. So now I'm going to take my needle and bring it all the way back up so it's in the highest position. Otherwise I'm not going to get my bobbin case back in there. And pick up your bobbin case and make sure that you dust around that, dust around the outside. Whoops, mine is dusty. Dust the back side, the front side, the sides, gently, nice and easy. Now I'm going to put this back in here again. Use your manual, and then if it doesn't go back right away easy, just turn your hand wheel just a little bit. So then it should fall right into place. Now I'm going to put my cover back on and put my, whoops, I forgot to put my bobbin back in. There we go. We got to get my bobbin back in here. Drop my bobbin in, put my cover on top. Put my open arm back on, turn my machine on. I'm ready to roll.